This is Arnold Schwarzenegger's rules to success to help motivate you with all of your goals.
I have a deadline. There was no more time to screw around. If I come to that competition and I lose because I did not schedule my training the proper way, or I didn't have the right frame of mind, or I didn't give everything, literally worked my butt off, I would be just so angry. So I never wanted to be in that situation. So this is why, if you don't have a specific plan, then you wander around. I mean, you can have, as I've told you many times, the best ship or the best plane in the world, but if you don't have a specific goal where you want to go and when you want to get there, you just drift around and you never get anywhere. So this is why it is so important to create that urgency. The most important thing is that you have a vision, that you have a goal. Because without that vision and without that goal, again, you're drifting around and you're never going to end up anywhere. People don't become successful just by accident. To me, to have that vision that I want to be Mr. Universe, that I want to be the greatest bodybuilder of all time, that was a great vision. This is why I always recommend to people, sit down, take your time, and start thinking about what is your goal. And then it can be as crazy as it is. It could be, I want to impress girls. If that's your goal, so be it, but it motivates you. Have those pictures put all over the wall like I did when I was a kid. Every day when I go to sleep, every day when I wake up, I look at those pictures and they motivate me. You need that motivation, and then therefore you have this kind of imprint in front of you all the time, and you know exactly what you're chasing. And this is why I always smile when I was in the gym. People always come up to me and says, why are you smiling? You're working out 5 hours a day. You're doing the same as the other guys, but the other guys have a sour face. They're pissed off that they have to do another rep or another set or something. I looked forward to another 1,000 reps of sit-ups. I looked forward to another 500 pounds of leg press or squat. I looked forward to doing more and more curls until my arms fall off. Why? Because I knew that every rep that I did and every set that I did and more weights that I lifted, I get one step closer to turning that vision into reality. I was turned on by that. I was excited. I couldn't wait to get to the gym. If you visualize exactly what you want to look like, so it can go one way, which is that you can lose weight and get trim and get slim and everything, get the abs out and all this, or you go the other way and you gain weight because you see yourself big and you see yourself as a winner of a Mr. Olympia or something like that. So it can go either way, but what happened to me that year was very interesting because I had to drop the weight to 210, and then after I was finished with Stay Hungry, I decided that I go back into the Olympia because I actually, in my mind, retired in 1974. But because George Butler and Charles Gaines came to me and says, we're going to do Pumping Iron, not only the book that we have that was very successful, but we want to do a documentary. And we want you to be in it, and otherwise it doesn't work. We needed you to be in it. So I said, okay, good. I started training again, and I only had 3 months now. From the time I weighed 210 to go back up again, I didn't make the 240 anymore. I only made 232, 233 in 1975, but I won the Mr. Olympia again, and this was what Pumping Iron was all about and so on. But in each case, it was like certain time limits were set, and I had to perform, and there was no room for any kind of, well, I can't get my act together or anything like this. I always believe 100% in a training partner, because a training partner is helping you when you have your moments where you're down and then the other person is up. I was a perfect example of someone that was not confident at all. When I was a kid, I was just like any other kid. I had my hang-ups and problems and all this. I started feeling like somebody. The bottom line is, everyone can use the same method because I used it in politics, I used it in making money, I used it in everything that I've done in the movie business. Little victories add up, and that is what gives you then ultimately confidence. Everyone has a problem with time. Just sleep a little faster. Because the bottom line is we have 6 hours of sleep, 24 hours are available, so you have 18 hours now available to your work, your family, your hobbies, and also to learn something new or to do something new, which could easily be that you want to learn a new language, or that you want to read as a New Year's resolution, I have to read a book every week, or you say, I'm going to go and reshape my body, that I don't waste one single hour. Those hours were too precious. You have time, you make the time.